Hey y'all, this is who I am, and this is what I do, and then some. So you better stick around and just see what I'm doing. But this video, I am in What Would You Make? And I am the co-host. Whoop whoop. Thank you, Brenda and Christine. I am honored. Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Christine from Divine Design host this playlist, so make sure you check them out. They will be in my description box along with the entire playlist, and we have to use wood. So I got these wood rounds from Hobby Lobby, and the little birch ones, the smooth ones, they came from the Christmas. They may have them again this year. If not, I will find them and link them in my Amazon store for you, because I know I've seen them on there, okay? But I'm just laying stuff out here, and I'm drawing where they're going to go so I know where my placement is. Then I'm not a face drawer. If you know me, you know I'm not a face drawer. But the reason I said this was a matchup is because, okay, these videos were from 4 years ago when I started. Alright, the voiceover was terrible. I still have those videos up if you want to watch the original. But I didn't have time to actually sit down and do a video because my life has been so chaotic this week, and I just didn't have time. I had a collab that I did released Friday and forgot that I was even the host of the collab and didn't know what day it was. I got the time all messed up and everything else. So yeah, it's been a week, y'all. But these are worthy to watch. And if you've seen them before, watch them again. Commentary's different, I promise. Don't that look like some kind of frog looking thing? It's all going to come together. This is one of the cutest things I've ever made. And I thought if you didn't see it, you need to. Because this is just the cutest little thing ever. So, I am looking at a picture. I seen this on Pinterest or in a magazine. I might have had an old crafting magazine. I do not remember. But anyway, I'm looking at something drawing these on. Because I'm, like I said, I cannot draw worth a flip, but, anywho, especially faces. I would rather use vinyl. But anyhow, so I'm going to use my markers, furniture markers, paint pens, Posca pens, the Posca, those are the best pens ever. I love those pens. I got the skinny ones. I need to get the fat ones, but I have the skinny ones, the fine line ones, and I absolutely love them. They are the bomb.com. But you see what I'm doing. I'm just coloring all this in, and I'm taking chalk to use for the cheeks because I couldn't find my blush. I usually use blush, or now I use a ink. I have a Tim Holtz Distressing ink pad and I use, but the chalk worked fine. It sticks on there. It's great. And I'm going to use it to color in the pinks of the ears. These are ears. I'm going to use them to color in the ears too, because like I said, I couldn't find my other stuff. Anyway, I don't know what I was doing, wiping off chalk dust, I guess. So now I'm going to draw these feet. Y'all know I am looking at a picture doing this because I used to paint, but I have carpal tunnel and I cannot hold a paintbrush hardly no more and paint. I used to paint on old saws and stuff like that. You wouldn't believe it now, but there's his 4 paws. One's bigger than the other. It's wonderful. But anyway, I'm drawing his toenails on there. I didn't realize that bears had toenail claws. I guess they do to cut you, or, well, why would, never mind, just forget this commentary. Look, I got a close-up on that one, boy. Look what I'm doing. I'm drawing my claws on here. My close-up picture there. I used to zoom in. I used to be the world's worst about zooming in and out. I loved it. Thought it was fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to hold them down there, okay, because this thing has to stand up. And if you put them on wrong, it will not stand up. So I'm going to mark where they go because that's where I got to put them to stand up. And I'm just using hot glue. I do not recommend hot glue with wood. Use wood glue and then hot glue. Do not touch each other. They'll cancel each other out. But this is still holding up in my living room. But if you're going to sell them or gift them or anything like that, use wood glue. It works out 100% better if you use wood glue. But anyway, then I'm going to put the head right there. Y'all, this comes out so stinking cute. Rip the head off. I just disassembled my bear. Put the feet on first. Learn from my mistakes, okay? Now put your head on. So now I can add glue to the back of it and to the feet to hold the head on. If I do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going to cut it? I'm going to cut it with miter shears. Yep, I cut it down to put my head on. I could have just put it on the other way. I was just insisting to cut. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, if I was to do it again, I would have just stuck the head down there. But I'm going to cover up that joint there with a scarf. So anyway, look, it's cute, ain't it? Look, it's so rustic and so stinking cute. I love him. Y'all don't forget to check out the 2 hosts, Brenda and Christine, and the playlist down there in my description box, okay? So now I've got him assembled, and I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to run it around his neck. I'm trying to figure out what I want around his neck. I honestly think that he needs the buffalo check, so I'm going to grab it. And it just reminds me of a woodsman from Canada. I don't know why I think when you got these like Paul Bunyan. Was Paul Bunyan from Canada? All right, I know I got subscribers that are from Canada. So was Paul Bunyan from Canada? Y'all let me know. I don't know, but that's just what it reminds me. A lumberjack, okay? And I always think that lumberjacks are in Canada. I don't know why. Probably because I'm associating Paul Bunyan with Canada, and I could totally be wrong. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm going to shut up about Canada and Paul Bunyan and this bear looking like a lumberjack. But anyway, I could have put an axe in his paw. Then he would have really looked that way. Mini axe, that'd be... I might make one, put in there. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. I think that'd be cute. But there he is, okay? And I made a little pig for my pastor's wife, and then I made those ornaments in that video. Like I said, you can check it out. I'll put a link in the description box to the original video, but there they are, and they are so cute. This one blew my mind that I actually did it. I'm not kidding. So I got these, and it was a light. It came out at Christmas time. I have a wood plank, and I have a square box. It had a top on it, and 2 crates, and a pencil holder, and a lot of popsicle sticks. And I don't even know, did I use that? I don't know. And I've got these colors and Tight Bond, of course. So, y'all, I got big buttons down there. And I don't even remember if I used those. I don't remember. Now, I did make a pink train last year. So I will link the pink train in my description box or at the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'll link it and I'll put them in my description box too. So, let me write this down. Okay, so I am, I took this apart. It had a thing in between it, you know how they do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to mount this piece to this box somehow. I don't remember what I did to make this train. I really don't remember what I did to make this train. So apparently I drew lines where I'm going to put my glue. And I do have candy and stuff like that I'm going to put in this. And that was a total different video, because if I would have done this all at one time, it would have been 2 or 3 hours long. So it's a separate video, and I'll link it in the description box too. Y'all, I'm going to have a bunch of videos in my description box. But you see how I added the wood glue and the Tight Bond and the hot glue? They don't cancel each other out, and that's going to make it look better. So I put the other one on the front because I wanted some thickness in here. And then my pencil cup is going to go there. Now you can use an oatmeal container or a big cardboard tube or anything, okay? You can see a different way that I made a train. I'm going to link the pink ginger train that I sent out to my friend, and it'll be in there. So I'm going to get out my miter box, and I'm measuring this down because this is going to be, I think, my train base, yeah. And then I have this round wood block, and I got it from Hobby Lobby in a pack of wood shapes. So I just drew an X where that goes, and then I'm going to sand everything down. I really need to speed this up. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that was so agonizing. I'm not even going to talk about it. But anyway, I don't want to keep y'all here all night. But I'm taking this plank, and I am measuring it to figure out, I've got to cut it. And, so anyways, I cut it, and I always make pencil marks to show where my stuff's going to go. So that way I don't mess it up. But anyways, I put the Titebond on there. Titebond is the best glue in the world. And it works for wood as well as anything, pretty much. Not glass. I wouldn't put glass with Titebond, but wood. It's like a wood glue. So I'm putting the glue all over this, and I'm sticking my little front down there. And I made sure my X was up because it's flatter on that side right there. So that's why I chose that side and put the X on it. So I smeared glue around there just to make sure it's secure, and then I'm going to glue my smokestack on there. I'm going to cut it down and then glue it on. And then I'm going to use popsicle sticks to make a roof for the train. What is this? Train engine. I was thinking caboose. No, the caboose comes behind it. So I'm going to take these popsicle sticks, and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I am trimming out my roof, okay? None of this is necessary. I just think it looks better. So I've got my pieces cut, and this is... Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know what I did. Oh, I'm going to make a roof to go on there. Okay, these are my little... shingles, maybe. That looks like a fence. But when you flip it upside down, it's not going to be a fence. I'm going to flip it upside down, and it's going to fit right in there. Lord willing, it's going to fit right in there. Well, I know it fit in there because I made it. Maybe y'all don't want to watch this because of the commentary. I don't know. I'm really full of myself. Look, it fit. It squeezed right in there. I made it tight so my boards would spread apart and it would fit right in there. Worked great. Now I'm going to put hot glue in there and hold that little thing in there. This is still together. Come on, little hammer. Oh, goodness. I don't even know where that thing went. That's my little, I called it my little pecker hammer. But anyway, I'm going to put glue on the sides of these, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just peck it right on in there in a minute. Yep, see? That thing is cute. It's worthless, but it was cute. But anywho, it had a rubber mallet thing on the end. That's why I was using it. But now I'm going to take these paints here, and I mixed the brown and the other, and I am going to paint all of those. I filled in my cracks on that, is what I done. I didn't want the crevices. Yeah, whatever. So I printed these on my printer. Okay? You go on there, you find candies, Google it, look them up, and then print them, measure your little things. You can do it in Canva. You can probably do it on Docs or whatever, and adjust them. These are my wheels. So these fit right in the middle of these buttons that I got at Walmart. The wood discs come from Hobby Lobby. Then I used my Cameo to print vinyl. You can use stickers. You can write it on, or you don't have to do it at all, but this is just cutesy. So I'm taking this and I am putting it right on my brown train here, and it just shows up so well. And I'm going to peel my transfer tape back, and y'all do not have to watch me do this to the whole train, okay? Because my transfer tape was really sticky, and it was pulling up my vinyl. Oh, I didn't make y'all watch it, but look at it. Oh, it's so cutesy. It's so cutesy. Okay, so on the front of my train, I measured that and just printed a big, big candy and put that right smack dab on the front of my train engine. Isn't this just the cutest stinking thing? I don't know if I like this one or the pink one better, but I love it. So now I'm going to take and roll up these beads and make little candies. Okay? So taking the wood beads, rolling them with fabric, putting my string through there, pulling it tight, tie it off, and these are going to make my little peppermint candy doodads here. So I'm going to make, looks like 5 of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them when I make them because I can't remember what I did and I didn't skip ahead. So I'm watching this as y'all are watching it. This is the way my video went Thursday. So, oh, I put this on something so I could put my wheels on there. Okay. And they are not going to sit there. So I've got to glue it or super glue it to, a block. So once I get that on there, I put my wheels on. Okay. So they're all on now. You just got to set it on something to put it above it so you can put your wheels on. Now I'm gluing my blocks to the wheels. I didn't glue them on first. There's all the blocks on the wheels and she sits there real nice. Okay. So now I'm putting a tumbling tower block in the front there. And then I'm going to set this little piece of wood on there, catty-cornered, cattywampus, crooked, whatever you want to call it, to make the front of the train. Look, ain't it cute? And then I'm going to take coffee stir sticks. You can get these at Walmart. I've seen them at Walmart, coffee stir sticks. And I am going to use those as my train things. I painted those red. I know I'm going fast, but that's because, I've got to speed this up. You only got so long. So I'm taking lightweight spackling. At the time, this stuff was at Dollar Tree, but I haven't seen it there in 100 years. Well, not really, but you know how I exaggerate that 100 years thing. But I'm just putting this on there to make it look like it's got snow or icing. It's whatever you want to think it is, snow or icing. That's up to you. And I'm just smearing it on in random places, okay? I'm going to do the same thing to the little crates here, which are going to be the train cars. Almost said train rails. I'm a train wreck right now. I'm a train wreck. Sabrina's the Hot Mess Express. I need to make her a train that says Hot Mess Express and send that to her. That would be hilarious. But anyways, I'm a loose cannon, my husband says sometimes. But I'm just taking puffy paint because you got to have puff paint in the winter. And if you're doing gingerbreads, you've got to have puff paint, okay? What did I say? Sorry for my nasty rags I'm crafting. I don't even apologize for my crafty rags no more. It is what it is, baby. That's all it is. But anyway, I've got these straws, got them at Dollar Tree, and I am just decorating with straws. And I'm putting them in between these little creases here. And this is yours. Decorate it however you want to decorate it, okay? Once you've got the initial train made, you can do what you want to with it. You can paint it purple if you want to. That's up to you. Now, I'm just taking this puff paint because it has glitter in it. And I was spreading it out on top of the white right there to make it glitter. That's all I was doing with that puff paint. And you can see I put the straws and I just boxed out my roof there. And then I'm using the puff paint to make shingles on my roof and going around the edges of my box. Y'all, in the winter, I puff paint everything. I'm just going to tell you. So I've got these little wood discs that I painted green and then put white stripes on them. And that's where I made these little candies. They're little wood circles to put on there to close my straw holes up. And then these little stickers come from Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to pull them apart and start putting them all over. Like I said, I'm just decorating and decorating and decorating. So now I'm putting these these balls. Look, there's my grandson's hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He was so little. He's not little anymore. He's 8 years old. He's a big boy. And you don't like me calling him Gaby Baby no more? But he's still my Gaby Baby. I don't care. Oh, I was making suckers. That's a quick way to make suckers. Ain't that cute? And then you just take a cellophane bag, cellophane, plastic wrap, whatever you want to do. I cut a bag up because that's what I had. And I'm just wrapping it around. And I'm using those ties to wrap around my suckers. And I got suckers to put in my little train cars. Huh. It's cute, ain't it? Now I'm going to take pipe cleaners. And I'm going to make some candy. I don't know what kind of candy I'm making. But I'm making candy. Am I making a candy cane? Nope. I'm making candy. Oh, I know what I'm making. I am making, those multicolored suckers? I think they're disgusting. But they always have them out. Look, it's a lollipop. Oh, I got candies. Oh my goodness. Look, I printed these. I don't know if I have that printable. They go around Jenga blocks. Oh my gosh, if I have that printable, I will put it in my Facebook group in my files section. I got to take note. I got to see if I got the candy bar printable. Now, don't look for it. If you don't see it there or me post it, I don't have it anymore, okay? I'm sorry. So I got these candy canes from I don't know where. Looks like Hobby Lobby, maybe Dollar Tree. I don't know. I'm thinking Hobby Lobby. Y'all, what did I say I was going to put? What did I say? I got these gingerbreads and I'm just painting them up. What did I say that I was going to do? Y'all, I forgot. I'm going to have to stop this and rewind my voiceover because I don't remember. Look, I just painted all these and decorated them. It's just wood pieces from somewhere. I got cookies and all kinds of things. Y'all, these are stickers. My brain hurts because I cannot for the life of me remember what I said I was going to do. And y'all can't tell me. You can tell me in the comments. They ain't going to help me because I got to have it. I got to have it when I link it. Ugh. I'm such a goof. Y'all see me decorating this? Those are little cookie cutters. I got those. Oh, those are in the button section at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I got those little things. They're little mini cookie cutter things. I'm trying to tell y'all where I got all this stuff. I took red puff paint and put dots on my roof, too. After I drew all them blessed shingles. And now I'm just putting more little icing on here. Now I got batting. I sure do got batting. And I'm cutting a piece. Oh, I'm going to put this on top to lay my cookies in. So I'm putting my styrofoam block here. Floral foam. And then I'm going to cover it with the batting. Because, we got to have snow on this thing. And then I'm going to tuck it down in there to make it stay. So the reason I'm doing this is to look like snow. And it also covers up my floral foam. And then I'm just going to poke my homemade candies right down in here. And then I didn't glue any of this. You can. Candy bar wrappers. I got to write that down. Candy bar wrappers. I'm stuffing this in with a bag. I'm stuffing it with a bag and then putting that in there. Oh, because I'm just going to tuck these cookies. And I made these cookies from wood things I got at Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to look. Look at it. Isn't that the sweetest little thing? No pun intended. Y'all, I may have made all the candy in this video. I may not have another. No, I have one where I was making candy because I spread candy around my my coffee bar when I do this. But anyway, I'll try to find it and link it. I'm going to have so much linked. But anyways, thank you so much for watching or rewatching this video. Y'all go check out the playlist and the host down in my description box. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. You are a blessing. Goodbye.